Hello everyone and welcome to my list of what I am most excited about to see at UK Games Expo. Tomorrow I'm also going to be releasing a list of games I played already and are going to be at the show that I can recommend. This is the list about what I'm excited to try myself. So let's dive into the list. First up, it's got to be Heat from, well, Asmodee Days of Wonder, because this game has been hyped to, well, Heaton back. It looks like a really cool racing game. For me at the moment, Downforce is that game in my collection, but with different maps and stuff like that. This sort of mechanic of pushing your luck and overheating your car, I really like the idea of that. And well, it's certainly getting sold out constantly, so that's got to be a good sign, right? So I'm very excited to try Heat at the UK Games Expo. Another game that's been out for a while, in fact this one's been out for longer, that I'm excited to give a go because it's one of those games that I've kind of put off. I put it off because I didn't want to just dive in on the huge expensive Kickstarter, but the base game itself for Marvel United is often sort of quite cheap and almost a relatively affordable game from Simon with these miniatures. Cooperative, cool minis, or not, and all these cool locations, the characters, the way you're playing the cards to work together. I like the idea of that, and I'm excited to give it a go. Yes, I wouldn't be getting the Kickstarter exclusive stuff, but either way, some cool characters in the base box from the looks of things, and I'll be excited to finally give Marvel United a go. Some games are certainly hotter than others, and Earth is really heating up, and that's not a climate change joke. Earth looks, well, I've played it once or twice, and it's going to be at the event. I'm hoping to maybe get it, and with the slightly special extras that you got in the Kickstarter, I'm hoping they might be selling them because at conventions sometimes they do, and I'd like to add this one to my collection. I really like the fast play of this. The fact it plays even with like 4 or 5 players within like an hour, maybe an hour and a half at that 5. That's insanely cool as you're building out this tableau of cards trying to get these objectives done. And I like the fact whenever someone else takes a turn, you get to as well. But it's not in my collection yet, and I'll be excited to play it again because some of my friends going, I think will really love this game, so I'm going to try and play it with them. At the Coiled Spring booth, there's going to be a couple of things that I'm interested in. First of all, while I don't have the base game anymore in my collection, I do want to try this expansion, the Masterpieces, because it seems to just add a little bit more. And while it felt like a full game, I just want to try and experience to see what this actually adds and brings to the game. So it's more of a, I probably wouldn't buy it, but I'd be at least excited to play it once with the expansion to see how it sort of twisted up the original gameplay. The other one that I'm going to recommend because I've actually played it is Mecha Dream, and there is a how to play on the channel if you want to go and check that out ahead of the UK Games Expo. It's a little self plug there. For me, it does kind of seem that this is all about catching up because Mists over Carcassonne has been out for a while. I haven't had a chance yet to play it. I absolutely adore Carcassonne, and the fact that this puts a cooperative twist on it as you're trying to like get rid of the ghosts, there's different levels of difficulty that you can do. I really like that because it means you're going to be playing this sort of over and over again as a group, and it looks kind of cool. I don't fully like the fact that you don't have to connect the ghost mist bits, but I think that's just a gameplay part that you kind of have to do it, be able to do that, because it's about when you don't do that, ghosts spawn and ghosts are bad and all that sort of stuff. Cooperative goodness in a game that I already love. Oh, I'm definitely down for giving it a go. That's Mists over Carcassonne. Let me know if you're excited about that one as well. Lucky Duck Games is going to be showing off Nimalia. I probably butchered the name of that, But if we flick over to the next one, it's a kind of tile placement sort of game. It sounds like it's a very quick version or quick tile placement game. I absolutely love tile placement games. The way you're being able to, in this way, sort of build over the top, it looks like, and you're trying to get certain things next to others. I really like that. It's been done in other games. It's not sort of revolutionary, but it's something I'd like to give a go because, well, it's got cute animals, it's tile placement. What more do you want? Alley Cat Games are going to be showing off Rome in a Day. Apart from being quite a cool name, obviously Rome was not built in a day, and that's what they're going for. It's two things that I like quite a bit. So there are tiles that you're building out, and it's also an I split you choose style game. Absolutely like that. It sort of as a mechanic, it's really an interesting one because it forces you to think, what do I want? How can I make sure my opponents don't take that? It works really well in a number of games, but add onto that the tile placement, building out and stuff like that. I'm definitely intrigued because two different mechanics that I like put together. I'd like to give it a go. That's Rome in a Day. And lastly, Hatchet Games UK is absolutely smashing it with some of their options that you're going to be able to play at the UK Games Expo. First off, we have In the Footsteps of Darwin. So yes, another Darwin game, but this one looks really fun, and it certainly looks a lot lighter than the other Darwin game that's currently available. As let's click through some of these images so we can see a little bit about the game. You're sort of building this grid with the different animals, trying to use that to score points. I'm not 100% sure how it works, but Sporadically Bored gave it a bit of a shout out, so I think it's one that I want to give a go. Next up, they also are going to be showing off an expansion for Eiki Akibono, and I've probably butchered that name, but what a fantastic game Eiki was, as you're going around this rondel market, going for fish, building up these markets behind the main options. So when you go to a location, you do its sort of standard action and then potentially the shop action behind it, helping someone else boost their character up, leveling them up, maybe retiring them, and they're going to get some good stuff from that. Really like the base game, and this is going to be adding more of those cards in, but also it sounds like a different extra bit of the map where you can go over the bridge, and there's maybe just something extra. Basically, more tokens, more cards. I really like the idea of this expansion, and I'm hoping for good things, and it's going to be at UK Games Expo, so much hype. And last but not least, from the Hatchet Board Games UK stand, it's a game that just looks stunning, and that's Tribes of the Wind. Just not even the box art. The box art, I think, often can hide a game, but even the main components, so much colour. The fact that it's like moving the different tokens around, the sort of wind around, I believe, as you're trying to get things in the right place on your board. It's just the colour is drawing me in on this one. It really is. I don't know too much more about it, but I want to know. So that's all of the different games that I'm super excited to try to just get hands on with at UK Games Expo. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to be doing another one tomorrow that's going to come out, and that is going to be games that I can recommend. I've played them. Not just I want to, they look cool. That will be games that I have played and are fantastic that you should check out. So please check back for that, stay subscribed and all that sort of jazz. Let me know how bad my picks were in the comment section below. And until next time, have a great UK Games Expo.